Obviously, a little bit tough to sit here, but if you could please just reflect on what this experience has meant to you and what the vinyl team has been able to establish leading up to this championship.
Man, I've had an awesome time here, getting to know my teammates a little bit better, just spending time with them. The chemistry that we've built, I feel like, we were the underdogs coming in to the start of the season. And, we had a little rough start. Well, we've had a rough start throughout the whole entire season, but I think we came together at the end. We got here when nobody thought we would get here. And so we're just proud of that. We're proud of our fight. We're proud of, to compete, come out here and compete, play together. It's tough whenever you get to a championship and you lose, but you learn from these mistakes and you learn these lessons in a loss. But overall, like, I'm just really, really happy with the experience that I've had here with my team, with my coaches, the social media staff, like everybody that's been involved with the vinyl group. I've had an awesome time.
When you think about this matchup, why do you think this was such a tight contest? I mean, multiple lead changes, very few, runaways, a pretty tight game throughout.
I mean, this is a league of talented women. You're going to get a great game every night. I think that has been, the standard throughout this whole league, this whole season. Every game has been hard. And I think, Rose is a phenomenal team. Congrats to them for winning it all. But yeah, I just think, like I said, you're gonna get a competition every night. Like it's nothing different from any other game. I just think for us, we kind of just didn't play like ourselves in the second half, even though it was a back and forth game. I thought, we kind of made some mistakes, crucial mistakes down the stretch. And, we just didn't play like we played yesterday. So I think that was just the difference. We beat ourselves.
Hey, Jordin, thanks again for doing this. I just wanted to ask your experience just being coached by Teaspoon here. Somebody was one of the first W players to be one of the first coaches here. What's been your experience for working with her?
Spoon has been life-changing. Don't want to get emotional, but she has really spoke life into me. She's given me the confidence to be who I am. And she just is like a breath of fresh air, coming into this game. There's a lot of ups and downs, but she's consistent. Consistent in her work, consistent in her energy that she gives each and every one of us, day in and day out. She comes here with a smile on her face. And she truly, truly, truly loves us. And you can tell the way she coaches, how passionate she is. But just us having one-on-one conversations, just things that I will always, always hold close to my heart. So I really appreciate this time with Spoon, and I know this doesn't stop here. I know that she will always be there for me when I need her, but just to have someone like that in my corner, and all of our corners, to be honest, you don't get that every day, in a coach and in a person. And so I'm just very grateful and thankful to have met Spoon, to be coached by Spoon. And I can't wait to continue building our relationship. And yeah, she's just one hell of a human being.
And just how was it playing with Rhyne and Dearica and Elia and Ray and the rest of your teammates as well, Enrique?
Yeah, I mean, I've played with pretty much everyone except for AB. So obviously with Ryan, just getting to build our chemistry a little bit more and knowing where she likes to get the ball when she wants the ball, and playing with Dearica, she's the anchor of our team. She holds us down, and Ray with just her energy that she brings off the bench, and AB with her strength and her aggressiveness, and Enrique. Just what can I say? Just her one-on-one, her flashiness. But even though she didn't play second half of the season, her voice was very important. And I thought everybody brought something to the table throughout this whole experience. And like I said, we continue to build our chemistry, hang out with each other, love on each other. Our handshakes is something that has become like crucial to our circle. but yeah, it's just been an amazing experience playing with everyone. And I know that now going into the W season, I can truly say that I have some sisters. So I'm just very grateful and thankful for this experience.
Hi, Jordin. I know it's early in the season just ended, but given how Unrivaled has been such a success amongst players, for you, can you see this being an option for you coming back here in future off seasons to prepare you for the W season, like you were saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is like I've said this plenty of times, but this is just another opportunity and option for not only myself but players here and also other players in the W that if they don't want to go overseas and we can stay home and develop our game and compete at a high level and get ready for the W season. And this is one of the great opportunities here. So I definitely could see myself coming back if Unrivaled will have me. But yeah, I think it's just a great opportunity for all of us.
And like, what are, I guess, ways that you plan on maybe keeping up with the conditioning from the intensity of the season? What are your plans for the off season during the break between now and the start of the W?
Well, you don't want to take time off. I'll tell you that. We only got about a month and a half, maybe a little bit more before we start training camp. So you just want to make sure that you're in shape. And now that I am in shape, I want to stay that way. So can't take too much time off, maybe a day or two, but you got to get right back after it and make sure you're prepared. Make sure I'm prepared.
Thank you so much for joining us, Coach. We'll go ahead and get started with just a couple questions here.
Coach, can you, or if you're willing to share what the conversation was with the team?
No, I like to keep what we say in the locker room as what we share with one another. Of course, any of you all who ever been a part of something like this, and as hard as you work, and you don't want it to end like this. So of course you can only imagine how they feel. I feel for them. They've been absolutely outstanding this entire time that we've been here. A great group of young women. Basketball is something that they do, but they are incredible young women who are going to do some incredible things, not just with basketball, but other things that they desire in life. And I have had an enjoyable time being in their presence every single day. We all are learning from each other. We were all growing together. And it was a beautiful thing to be a part of because every one of them know, and I'll make sure everyone else knows across the country, across the world, how much I love and respect them. And I know that they'll do great things. I know when they leave here that they're going to be much better when they step into their own organizations and start to play with one another and play with their teams. I know that they will do great things. And that I'm proud of. I'm proud of their effort. I'm proud of how they competed. I'm proud of how resilient that they were the entire time being here, never giving up. They don't have that give up spirit. We don't even own a towel to throw in. So this is a great group of young women that I had an opportunity to be a part of. And I enjoyed doing it with them.
What has it meant for you to be a part of another milestone in women's basketball and to be here as a part of Unrivaled?
Well, this has been excellent. Well done, well put together. And I can't say but great things about Unrivaled and our founders and Fee and Stewie and what they've done to keep our women at home and the many eyes that have been up on us and had an opportunity to see 36 elite women play the game of basketball in a different fashion, yet it's still the game of basketball. You got to see other skills that they possess. So this has been absolutely wonderful, and I'm truly thankful to be a part of it. Can't wait to get back at it.
That was my next one. What's next for Spoon?
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll go to Kendra. Thank you. And then Isaiah.
Hi, Teresa. Kendra Andrews, ESPN. Jordin was just up here and she got emotional talking about what you have meant to her. Last night we heard Dearica and you talk about you getting the team awarded you the microphone in the locker room. You spoke about this overall experience, right? And for you, but what has working with this specific group of women done for you inside for Teresa?
And I think you probably said it best. I'm known as Spoon, I'm known as Teaspoon. But when you break it down and you call me Teresa, you call me Teresa Weatherspoon, it's different. It's a total different feel. It's a total different outlook. I opened up a lot with them. We decided the most important thing was to pour into one another. And I think that's a beautiful part of being a part of basketball. And when you talk about each one of them, I can tell you something great about each one of them. I could just run it down and tell you. And for Jordin to say the things that she does about me, she's a true extension of who I am, what I believe in. She's an incredible leader, cerebral in so many ways with this game of basketball. And to watch her grow as we've been here has been great. And what has it done for me? There's another level of motivation that has been given to me from them, from those 6 women in that locker room. They've motivated me even more. I was so happy to go home and study more, to grind more, to pour into them more. I didn't care about sleep. I cared about how do I put them in positions to be successful? How do I help them to continue to grow? How do I help them to continue to build confidence in themselves every time that they step between those 4 lines? How do I help them to understand what this game will bring? How do I help them to understand that this game is going to test you? But in the test, you don't fail it. You don't fail the test. You're equipped. And that was my job, to equip them every single night. So when that test came, they were there to pass the test. And that has been the most important thing that I've had an opportunity to be a part of and watch them grow. I love them. You can write that.
Thank you. Isaiah.
Isaiah Smalls, Miami Herald. Just, when you're talking right now, the passion oozes out of you, right? Why is it important for you to develop such personal relationship with your players?
Why are you doing it? That'd be your question. Are you just doing it for the wins? No, I don't. The wins come in many, many, many ways. Of course, you want to win when you're playing the game. You work your butt off every day. Of course, you want to win, but wins come in many, many ways. And we've won in so many ways the entire time that we've been here. Yes, I'm very passionate about everything that I do. But when it comes to this group, it's something very special about this group, y'all. It's something very special about this group. And I'll never forget the things that they've done for me in these 10 weeks. I'll always tell them, I owe you. I owe you. It's important for us as coaches. I'll speak for myself, to gain relationships. I want to know why you do what you do. I want to know why that why is so important. So when I see something happens, I remind you of your why. You can never fail your why. Never fail your why. And this group never failed their why.